Blessings to you guys. God bless you
Blessings.
all.
Yes. Well, we have another video here for y'all about
Marriage
marriage.
advice.
Yes. Especially what helped us. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, what is that? Distraction. A lot of times we don't know that some distractions can really make us to be so distant, but we think, we're still in good time. You look around you and you ask yourself, what is that is really taking my time, that is making me not to be able to concentrate on my marriage or my relationship? You have to make sure that you try all the time to look around you, to search around you. What is that? Because your love need to constantly grow every day.
Yes.
It doesn't end. It needs to keep on growing. So when something like that come on the way, you have to try so much to block that. And why are we bringing this up? Because when I was in Nigeria, my wife, came back to America, and we were just talking on the phone. So at some point, unknown to me, that every day going to church, every day we'll be, how Africans go to church every,
Revival. We call it
like,
revival.
every single day,
Yeah.
week. So every time I'm in the church, and when my wife will be off from work, she need my attention. Then I will be like, I'm in the church. If she get upset that I'm in the church, then I feel like she is the one hurting the marriage. You see that? Not knowing that I was the one using the church to come
push
against
to
the
push me
church,
away.
to push,
Yeah.
to come against my marriage.
Yeah.
Then I will be like, yeah, I'm in the church. Then if she will say something, then I will hold it against her, which is the only easiest way the enemy comes in. So what? I did that for a long time, not knowing that my wife was hurting. She was hurting until when she called me, and she couldn't hold it. She was so upset about, because I was in the church at that day. Then my mother-in-law took the phone from her, and she talked to me. Man, immediately she was just advising me like, no, you don't do that. You are just newly married. You don't need distraction. You need to communicate more with her. That time that you know that she's supposed to be off, make sure that, man, she talked to me so calm and so cool that brought my mind, my brain, all everything back. I was like, wow,
Yeah. Wow.
I am really hurting my wife. I am really using church as an excuse, God as an excuse to block my wife not to be able to communicate with me. Until you begin to see it that way, then you help yourself. And that was the only way I broke through from that. I broke free.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
pastor turned against me for now paying more attention towards my wife than towards the church. But that did not stop me from praying, doing the right thing that I'm supposed to do. So I was like, what is he trying to do? So if I will get have problem with my wife, then what is the church gonna do for me? God has already blessed me through my prayers, answered my prayer to look at my wife. So why am I not gonna concentrate at least to my wife and to God? So as at that point, I didn't even know that I was really focusing on God and neglecting the blessings that God has blessed me with my wife. So until you can figure out and see that you really is you hurt in the marriage or the relationship, then you can fix it. But if you thinking, oh, because at that time, if I would have been thinking in my head, my wife need to fix herself, she's the one doing too much, then the marriage will keep on getting hot.
Yeah.
You know, like I was so happy that God really fixed that through my mother-in-law.
Well, I'm so glad that you listened to her because I remember that and I was so happy that he really he changed all of a sudden.
That like I cried.
You did?
Yeah, because
Oh.
I don't want to hurt you. You know, so at that time, I thought I was doing the right thing
Yeah.
for us. You know,
But it
not
wasn't.
knowing.
Because, that was a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
So you need time on the phone a lot, And that goes for the same as when you're in the home with your spouse as well. You still need time. And I know a lot of men and a lot of women, they love to work. They love to make that money. But it's not more important than spending time with your spouse. Y'all need that time. Y'all need to keep dating. And that's what me and my husband do. We continually date.
Yeah.
He take me out. And we spend time together. We have conversations together. And we still know that we still need to, have quality time.
Yeah.
And, it's not always about, we know we're adults here, but it's not always about having sexual relationships with one another. You need quality time, conversations. How was your day? What are you upset with? Who made you mad? I love you. You look beautiful. We need that. We need attention.
Yeah.
Men need attention, and you should give it to one another.
Yeah. Very important.
If anything that's trying to separate you from your spouse, you need to separate from that person or that thing.
Yeah.
Or, I would say budget or make time for that and make time for your spouse.
Yes, because even it is in the Bible. We read Bible all the time and we neglect the little tiny thing that can destroy a lot of marriages. Has been destroyed because of people not paying attention on this distraction thing.
Yeah.
It might be your mother. It might be your siblings. It might be your like anybody.
Your job.
Your job.
Yeah.
It might be money. You worshiping money so much and forget about your wife. You just need to really pay attention on what is that is really taking up the whole space that my husband or my wife can fit in. And I'm blocking this whole thing. Yeah. Now, before you know it, I'm single again. Two of you has to make it, work it out strongly. Think about it strongly. Work on it strongly so it can work out.
And I'm so glad that, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I'm so glad you kind of brought up the church thing because even when you're in ministry or when you just give your life to Christ Jesus and your spouse is, needing attention and you giving all ministry attention, you're giving your church and the members more attention than your spouse. And then you wonder why a lot of preachers and pastor wives are cheating on each other.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just facts. It's going down every day. You hearing that this person is cheating on this person is cheating on in the church. Because quality time is not there. Yeah. We have to know as ministers that we are not God.
Yeah.
We're not God, and we need to remind ourselves that we're not God. Yeah. Every time a member calls you, that doesn't mean you should answer all the time.
Yeah.
Get back with that person when you see fit, okay? Yeah. But that's what happens in ministry sometimes. It's like you think you're doing something good for God when God is not even in it. He wants you to take care of your family first, and then ministry is second. Yeah. To be honest with you, that is just the truth, and people need to know that. If you didn't know, there you go.
Even when Abraham and Sarah, at some point, God was like, listen to Sarah.
Yeah.
So sometimes we think, okay, we like what my wife just said, we're working for God, we're doing it for God, but we just not listening to God, because God is trying to let us know, hey. Work your relationship out, fix it. You'll talk about it. You'll have a concrete agreement on it. Yeah. Then you've been distracted over something that is not pleasing God.
Yeah, that's true. And
Yeah.
while we're on the subject, a lot of wives will say that my husband, you know, he's not involved in church. He doesn't want to give his life to Christ Jesus anymore. What's the deal there? And I'm thinking sometimes it could be like you giving the church so much attention, and then you done forgot about. They become jealous.
He become jealous.
Yeah.
And he just you know what? Just focus on the church thing. Let me just focus on what I.
Yeah, that's why a lot of men don't want to give their life to Christ when their wife have, because sometimes the women just do a little bit too much.
Yeah.
They want to talk about their pastor all the time.
Yeah, conversation.
The conversation has changed.
Conversation will always be church, God, church. No.
The whole conversation has changed. Sometimes the women have changed with their appearance. Like, for some reason, some women feel like if you don't dress up anymore, you look saved. If you dress up like you used to dress up when you first met them, you're not saved. The outer appearance have changed on a lot of females, and the husbands are no longer really attracted to the wife whom they first met. I don't know why that women feel that when they give their life to Christ Jesus that they can't dress up no more. I don't know why. I feel for, some relationships when they're not used to it. My wife have changed. Her appearance have changed. She's talking different. Like, I don't even know who this woman is anymore. He met you how you were,
Yeah.
So now he basically have is living with a stranger.
Yeah.
So he don't know how to perceive that.
Yeah.
He don't know how to take that. Yeah. But you can be yourself, because I feel like I live a saved life. Me and my husband live a saved life. But Monique is normal. I keep it on a normal ability that my husband know that this is still Monique. Yeah. I know my husband is still Henry. We still laugh. I still laugh about jokes. I still have fun as much as I can without stepping out of the will of God. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just balance it in a way so it don't overtake your marriage. Yeah. So hope that helps somebody out there.
Yeah,
if it helped one person, that's good enough for me. Yes. Me and Henry. Yeah.
We love you guys.
Love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Yes.
Bye.
Bye.